Hello everyone, welcome back to Bow and Arrow Tarot. It's time for the weeklies. I'm going to be doing Aries today for September 8th through the 14th. Alright, my lovely Aries, let's get your romance angels out right now. See what they have to say for your week. Give your relationship a chance, Aries. This could be the one. And unrequited love. Wow. Alright. I'm going to go right in and get your animal spirits out for the week. See what kind of animal spirits you may or may not be dealing with. I've already done a pre-video shuffle with most of these decks. So we could get right into it. Well, with all three of these decks. Let's pull out your animals. The lion. Fire energy. Octopus. Wow. Water energy. And the hawk. Interesting. Alright, so let's review these three animal spirits real quick before we get into your spread. We're gonna do our regular 3-card spread. It's interesting because you have three very different animals. You have fire, water, and air. Let's talk about the lion. The lion comes in at a time when we are focused on mastering ourselves. The lion is the animal that is all about mastering his physical and his spiritual self, right? Those are the two sides of him that he is trying to master. Most of all, the material plane and the spiritual plane. And so he's very focused. He has mastered so many things, the lion. Of course, he is the king of the jungle, and he comes across very haughty sometimes. He can come across aloof. But the truth of the matter is that the lion is not really aloof at all. It's just simply that he has no time for trivialities. He has no time for anything that is not part of his path to mastering himself. He's absolutely focused on that. And so he may come across as looking down on others, but it's not even that he looks down on them. If they don't factor into his picture, he pays no attention to them. And it's not meant as a slight to them, but it's only meant to show the single-mindedness to which his path is at. So Aries, this is, for some of you, Aries, this is what you're going through right now. And if you're walking with the lion, you are very, like, boom, focused on your mission. Octopus energy, water energy, octopus. All right, the octopus gets very entwined with others. The octopus is, very messy, right? The octopus has no boundaries. They oftentimes will get into other people's affairs. They oftentimes talk about their own affairs without abandon, without any, holding anything back. They are the kings of too much information, the queens of too much information. And so this behavior tends to get them into very messy relationships. If you've been around octopus, or if you've been around somebody who leaves you drained at the end of a conversation or at the end of the meeting, then octopus energy is probably at play there. All right. They are also very good at just draining you because they just require so much of your energy. They require you to take up so much of their energy. They're very, and so take care with octopus energy. Certainly, this is a warning animal spirit, right? This is an animal spirit that has an extreme sort of behavior that is more of a warning sign, right? So some animal spirits come into... their spirit is a spirit that we want to try to quell. It's a spirit that is warning us. You don't want to be too much like the octopus because the octopus simply has no boundaries. Their relationships are messy. All right, and they can turn into a lot of emotional turmoil. Then we have the hawk, and the hawk is air energy, talking about looking from a broader perspective, right? Talking about looking, the hawk has an overview of everything. The hawk is able to sort of see everything. And it's at a time, Hawk energy comes in at a time where you need to really pay attention to the whole scenario. Don't get caught up in the minutia, right? Try to take yourself into this kind of energy of going back, pulling yourself back from a situation so that you can see the whole thing that's going on, right? There are a lot of moving parts to something that you're dealing with, right? And lest you be aware of all of them, you may, miss some information, some vital information, right? Air energy, so we're talking about communication as well, right? So in that way, you see a lot when you communicate, when you're open to communication. Octopus energy, of course, is water element, so that's an emotional sort of exchange, right? And of course, lion is fire, so you're dealing with that kind of passionate, fiery kind of energy. All right, let's get out your spreads for the weekly forecast. Again, I've already done a pre-shuffle for this, so we're ready, Aries. All right. Page of Pentacles, Lovers, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, wow, I see there's a glare there. Hang on a second. Let me fix my camera so that's a bit better. All right, and then we'll move this up a bit. There we go. It's a bit better. Saw that glare on that Lovers card. All right, guys. So, dealing with Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, Major Arcana 6 and 7 of Pentacles, right? So some of you guys are dealing with a romantic situation that involves an issue to do with money or career, right? There's an option coming in. So some of you, the Page of Pentacles is coming in with kind of, we want to say, a message possibly, right? A message in your area of wealth and material, a message in the area of your career. We may be talking about a promotion or a change, the possibility of a change, right? It may not have occurred just yet. It may not be like the actual Knight of Pentacles who comes in with the agreement or the option, the actual start. But it's the beginnings, right? And so some of you, Aries, you may be trying to work towards a love commitment, or you may be in a love commitment that it requires for you to kind of perhaps up your material. Maybe take advantage of this new idea coming in. You're certainly looking at your accomplishments up until now, and you're starting to wonder if they're really what you wanted, right? Somewhere along the line, there's a lover's issue. Somewhere along the line, there's like a love connection that is somehow making you certainly reevaluate everything that you've accomplished up until now in your life, and if it was the right decision, right? And so this new possibility here coming in is something that really intrigues you, because you realize so much is hinging on it, which could also mean a relationship and possibly a whole reevaluation of what it is you're truly trying to get, or the targets and goals you're trying to achieve now in your life going forward. Could be very lion energy at work there. That is fire. We have the Chariot, and we have, again, more Pentacles. So again, some of you are wanting to increase your abundance, right? You have a certain level of abundance that you've achieved, but you're about to start a journey, and this journey is taking you somewhere else entirely. Although you're resonating with Nine of Pentacles energy, meaning that you have achieved quite a lot of success and quite a lot of money, Aries, you are realizing that this has come at the expense of some deep connections. This is, the sacrifice has been that you have missed out on some love connections. You have missed out on some relationship chances for a deeper relationship. Because Nine of Pentacles is another hermit version of a Pentacles card, because it's a 9. Right? So in all of the 9 cards, we see a sense of isolation, of feeling loneliness, of not quite getting the whole, cake and eating it too thing. You're missing still something, although you've achieved a lot. of course, you're at a 9, which you're about to go to a 10. So, of course, you've achieved a lot, but there's still that missing ingredient. And with 9 of Pentacles, we see that the missing ingredient is being close to someone else and having a relationship that you can enjoy all of this abundance with, because you see she's alone in the garden, right? The house is far off. She's in the garden. If you could see the house that resonates throughout all of the traditional tarot there. If you can see in the back there, you see the house all the way in the back on the right. The house is another interesting symbol in the traditional tarot. It shows up in all of the cards in some form or another, and how it shows up can tell you a lot about the energy of the card. And here you can see that the house itself is very far away. You only see a glimmer of it because she is alone in a garden that is very far away from something that represents a home, which would involve someone else, which would involve relationships, right? And so that can indicate to you how isolated the 9 of Pentacles individual is, right? And so your chariot is about to move on to a place where perhaps you wish to have more room for love. And it's quite interesting. You want to go to a 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a harmonious relationship with wealth. It's at the 6 of Pentacles that oftentimes people mistakenly believe that the 6 of Pentacles is about deciding which one of these two people the person gives the money to. In fact, it has nothing to do with that. The only reason he's giving it to one person is because the other hand is holding the scale. The scale is more to do, the scale is actually representative of his balance between his own abundance and the abundance he gives to others. He has a healthy balance with his own abundance and what he gives. This is the card of charity. So this is someone who gives tithes or someone who gives a portion. They balance out how much they need for how much they want to give. They realize that they don't need to have so much, and they prefer to give a lot of what they have away so that there is a balance. This indeed has absolutely nothing to do with picking which poor person to give your money to, which is a very typically closed, kind of limited way of interpreting the tarot. 6 is the number for harmony, and judging two people who are both destitute is not harmony but judgment, and so that would be completely in conflict with the essence of the card. Here we find harmony in how much you have and how much you can give, and so it's a level also in your life that allows closer relationships and interactions than the 9 of Pentacles. And so some of you are about to start that journey, and this week you start preparing for it in some way. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, King of Wands, and the Fool. All right, so some of you are looking back on a very difficult period. 9 again here. A lot of 9s coming up, Aries. 9 of Wands is, again, the person is alone, right? The house is almost you can't even hardly see it. It's very, very far back. This person has been on a very, very long journey that has been full of burdens, right? Full of burdens and obstacles. He now at this stage is starting to realize, you're starting to realize the burdens you've been carrying, Aries. And you realize it's time, and very soon it's going to be time to lay them down. But just now you're starting to realize them. You're starting to see them for what they are, which is obstacles. You're starting to wake up from your haze, and you're looking back on everything you've been through, and you're starting to compartmentalize everything the way it should be, so that you can get to your 10 of Wands and lay down this baggage and this burden that you've been carrying unnecessarily, right? You have a King of Wands coming in, and I'm wondering if this may be an individual in your life, Aries, another fiery individual, someone who is also quite established in their own right, someone who has a lot of control of their lives right now, someone who is able to speak to you, or who at least represents a kind of an equal footing with you, in a sense that you will speak to them. They're looking at you, and then you have the Fool coming in. So it could be that you start a new journey with this person. This could be a love connection, Aries. All right, for some of you, okay, this could very much be a love connection. Your King of Wands could be coming in. This could all, for some of you Aries who feel like you're resonating with the King of Wands, it could be that your person is going through this 9 of Wands phase where they're kind of like just about to come out of a very difficult period and say goodbye to a stage in their lives and lay down some of the hang-ups that they've been holding on to. They may be coming out of therapy. Okay, some of you are dealing with somebody who may be just about to come out of rehab or therapy or counseling or some kind of rehabilitation that has helped them, right, to get to a better place, and they're just about to finish that up. Anyway, the case is that you have the Fool coming, and whatever the case may be, you both kind of move forward, right? You move forward together. So whether this is a friendship or love connection, you're about to finish this stage of your life up, but there's a whole new stage that's about to start. And this week, you start to get inklings of it. So some of you have 8 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and 6 of Wands. Wow. So again, this talks about your career. For some of you, you've had a lot of mixed messages lately about things that you should be doing. You may have had a lot of different offers coming in, but those have been mostly just ideas that you've been knocking around with people. There hasn't been any kind of real focus to them. I think some of you have certainly been dealing with kind of daydreaming lately about what you want to do. But this week you have a very real offer that comes in. And some of you, this offer will have been something that took a very long time to come. And if you take advantage of this offer, you will get reaffirmations with this victory coming in. 6 of Wands is a victory. So yeah, I mean, this happens very quickly. The week starts out very chaotic, I want to say, but this offer comes in very quickly, and it's going to be up to you to take it up very quickly. You will get a victory though. I'm not saying it's the first offer that comes in, but you'll know which one I'm talking about, because this is a very concrete kind of like increase to your material, or a very concrete change maybe in your job or a promotion, whereas up until now there's been a lot of daydreaming about it. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. There you go. Some of you are going to be through that completion. Remember earlier I said you had a 9 of Wands, and you had your King of Wands, right, coming out with the Fool. So that's a new journey, right? Well, for some of you, coming together with your partner, some of you have come together with somebody that is like, you're like-minded. This is going to be maybe somebody you work with. You may be marrying your partner at work, or you may be having whatever the case may be, something about this union, right? It's like it takes you to the next level with the abundance, right? Because you have King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, and then 10 of Wands. So what happens is you guys come together, and it's like either one or both of you immediately put an end to a stage in your life that has been quite difficult. This could be very well, you guys could have both been married, found each other, and both immediately decided to divorce your partners and come together. It's kind of that kind of scenario. This is going to be 2 older people. So Aries, this may be, for some of you who are a bit older, Aries, this may resonate with you. I'm talking about 50s to 60s, right? And it's almost like the start of a whole new life, but you guys are very mentally compatible. You're compatible financially, and when you come together, you almost become this power couple. It's really, really awesome. It's like you both immediately change your life, let go of a lot of shit that you weren't enjoying in your individual lives to come together, and your new life is going to be fantastic. We don't do reversals on the weeklies. Ace, Ace, and 3 of Cups. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. All right, I'm going to end on this spread, Aries. For some of you, a new job and a new relationship happens, and it all comes out of your social setting. It happens very quickly this week. Pay attention. Some of you should definitely be going out with your friends and socializing. This is certainly Hawk energy in the sense that keep an eye on everything that's kind of going on, because some of you are about to start a lot of new things this week that are very, very good, and they come absolutely out of how much you put yourself out there in terms of socializing and meeting new people. 3 of Cups is beautiful energy for hanging out with like-minded people and celebrating the fact that you guys are together. Very beautiful week for some of you, Aries, but only if you get out there. All right, guys, this is it. Your spread for September 8th to the 14th. If it resonated, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Hey, welcome to September, guys. This is the beginning really truly the beginning. The kids are back at school and everyone's starting their lives for the winter. So welcome back, and let's get the winter off with like a shebang. All right, guys, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye now.